Hello and welcome to ganitsora.com. This is the third problem under the series of articles Simple Concept, Tough Problem, which deals with problems that require very simple mathematical concepts to arrive at the solution. So the third problem that we will consider today is, as you can see on the screen, determine all three-digit numbers which are equal to 11 times the sum of the squares of their digits. So this was a problem that was asked in International Mathematical Olympiad long time back, 1960. But as you know, mathematics is such a subject which never gets old. So even if the problem was asked in 1960, the problem is very much worthy of being discussed uh, in any mathematical forum. Okay, so let me read the question again. Determine all three-digit numbers which are equal to 11 times the sum of the squares of their digits. Okay, so in order to solve this problem, what are the things that we require, we will see in a short while. So here, this is the problem that I have stated, and together with that I have the solution with me. So let us denote this number or all such numbers by x, y, z, where x, y, z are the digits, right? So by question, so it's quite easy now to frame an equation from the condition given in the question. Okay, so by question, the given number is equal to 11 times the sum of the squares of its digits. Okay, so if the number is xyz, we can always write it in the expanded notation as 100x plus 10y plus z. Okay, remember that xyz are digits. Okay, so by question, this is true. This number is 11 times the sum of the squares of its digits. Okay, now let us bring this 11 and multiples of 11 into the picture. 100x can be written as 99x plus x. Okay, and 10y can be written as 11y minus y. Okay, and then we can simplify this to get, if you take all multiples of 11 to the right hand side, then you will end up with x minus y plus z equal to 11 times of x square plus y square plus z square minus 11 times of 9x plus y. Okay, let us mark this equation as equation number 1. So from this equation we see that 11 divides x minus y plus z. Okay, this is what we have got so far. So if 11 divides x minus y plus z, what are the possible values of x minus y plus z? It could be 0, it could be 11, it could be 22, it could be minus 11. Okay, but are all the possibilities necessary to be considered? This is what we will observe now. Okay, we will see that it's not necessary to observe or consider all the possibilities. Okay, because x, y, z are given to be digits. Okay, so x, y, z are digits. So 0 less than or equal to x, y, z less than or equal to 9. So values of x, y, z lie between 0 and 9. Okay, so the maximum value of x minus y plus z is 18. Okay, the maximum value is attained when the values of x and z are maximum and the value of y is minimum, because we have a minus y here. Okay, so the maximum possible value of x minus y plus z is 18. Okay, and the minimum possible value is say minus 8, because both x and z cannot be 0. So minimum value of x minus y plus z can be obtained by considering the minimum value of x and z and the maximum value of y. Okay, because y has the negative coefficient. Okay, so x equal to 1, z equal to 0 and y equal to 9 gives the minimum value. So this x minus y plus z, it lies between minus 8 and 18. But we have already got that it's a multiple of 11. So what are the only two possibilities? The only two possibilities are x minus y plus z is 0 or x minus y plus z is 11. Okay, right? So there are two cases. One is with this x minus y plus z equal to 0. So let us consider separately. So if this happens, then y is actually equal to x plus z. Okay, so in equation 1, let us substitute the value of y. So we will end up with equation of this type: 2x square plus 2 times x into z minus 5 plus 2z square minus z equal to 0. So we can consider this as a quadratic equation in x, right? But what is the speciality of this quadratic equation? This equation has only integer roots, because we are looking for x, y, z, which are integers. Okay, so we want that this equation should have integer roots. Okay, so it should have integer roots, and that too in the range 0, 1 to up to 9. Okay, so we can observe that the first three terms are even. Okay, another observation, simple observation we can make here. Of course, that will not be required later. We can observe that the first three terms are even, so z has to be even. Okay, so by quadratic equation theory, 2 will have integer solutions only if the determinant is a the discriminant is a perfect square, right? In fact, if the roots are rational, then determinant has to be a perfect square. Okay, so integers are rational numbers. So since the roots have to be integers, so that is possible only when the discriminant is a perfect square. So let us compute the discriminant. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. So if you just simplify, you will get this expression: minus 4 multiplied with 3z square plus 8z minus 25. Okay, and then since z is a digit, so we can just put the values of z and check for which values it is a perfect square, right? So for z equal, so let us start with z equal to 0. For z equal to 0, we have d equal to 100. 100 is 10 square, it's a perfect square. For z equal to 1, it's minus 4 into this, it's not a perfect square. For z equal to 2 onwards, you will see that the expression for d is coming out to be negative. Okay, so but it's not preferred because we want integer solution. If d is negative, then the quadratic equation will not have any real roots, right? So we don't need to check for other values of d of z for z greater than or equal to 2, as for those values d will be negative, and so the quadratic equation 2 will have no real root. Okay, so thus the only possibility is z equal to 0. Okay, so from 2 we see that 2x square plus twice x into this. Okay, ultimately we will get x equal to 0 or 5, but x not equal to 0 because x is the first digit of the 3-digit number, so x is non-zero, so x has to be 5. Okay, so 550 is a solution, right? So yeah, from there y is equal to x plus 5, x plus z, so that is y equal to 5. So 550 is a solution. So you can just check 5 square plus 5 square plus 0 square is what? 25 plus 25, that is 50. 50 into 11, 50 into 11 is 550. Okay, so it's 11 times the sum of the squares of its digits. Okay, the next case is x minus y plus z equal to 11. Okay, so that is yeah, so y is equal to x plus z minus 11. Okay, so here, yeah, I had written this comment as I was discussing this with some of my students, and I had given them this as a homework. Okay, so please ignore this as of now. So you can just see, if we substitute, we will get the another quadratic equation. Okay, and by same reasoning, this quadratic equation should have discriminant as a perfect square. Okay, so if you compute the discriminant, you will get d equal to minus 4 multiplied with 3z square minus 14z plus 6. So putting z equal to 0, 1, 2 up to 9, we see that for z equal to 3, we have d equal to 36, which is a perfect square. Okay, for other values of z greater than or equal to 4, d is negative, so we don't have to check further. So the value of z comes out to be 3. So using that in equation 3, it's not 1. Using that in equation 3, okay, we get this equation, right? We get a simplified quadratic equation in x, and from there we get the value of x to be 8 or 5. Okay, value of x to be 8 or 5, right? So if x is 8, then from this relation x minus y plus z equal to 11, we get y is 0, right? And if x is 5, then from this relation we get y equal to minus 3, which is not possible because y is a digit. It should lie between 0 and 9. Okay. Hence, what is the number? The number is 803. So there are only two numbers which satisfy this condition. The number is equal to 11 times the sum of the squares of its digits. Okay. So we have seen what are the things that we required in this problem. We have just used the expanded notation and the expanded notation of any 3-digit number, and we have used some portion of quadratic equation theory, nothing else. So very simple concepts have been used to solve this particular problem. Okay. So I would like to request the viewers to kindly try this problem themselves and let me know your feedback. So till then, let us stop here. Thank you.